Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. Today you will learn use of connectives while changing direct sentences into indirect ones by removing comma and inverted commas. For this, you need to look at this table. Since you have already learned that there can be 5 types of sentences in reported speech, therefore, the connectives will also be according to the types of those sentences. Let's talk about the first type. If you find assertive or declarative sentences in reported speech, you need to use that as a connective. Assertive or declarative sentences can be of 2 types: affirmative sentences and negative sentences. Affirmative sentences are also known as positive sentences. Let's take one example. Mohan said to Sohan, "They are my friends." As you already know that direct sentences have 2 parts, reporting verb and reported speech. Therefore, we need to connect these 2 parts by using a connective which is that. Let's see the answer. Mohan told Sohan that they were his friends. In this answer, it is clearly visible that we have made some other changes other than using a connective. You will learn about them in my next videos. For now, your focus must only be on the types of sentences in reported speech and use of connective accordingly. In the same manner, if you find a negative sentence in inverted commas, you will have to use that as the connective. Let's talk about interrogative sentences. These sentences can be of 2 types: WH word type and yes/no type interrogative sentences. WH word type interrogative sentences start with what, when, where, why, whom, who, whose, which, how much, how many, how old, how far, how long, how often, etc. These words are known as interrogative pronouns and relative pronouns as well. Yes/no type interrogative sentences start with a helping verb or a modal auxiliary. These can be 24 in total. A yes/no type sentence can have any of these. When you find a WH word type interrogative sentence in reported speech or in inverted commas, make sure you use the same WH word as your connective. Let's look at one example to understand why we need to do that. They will say, "Why is Mohan not present?" You can clearly see that there is a question in inverted commas. It means that there is a WH word type interrogative sentence in reported speech. Let's see the answer. They will ask why Mohan is not present. If you see the direct sentence carefully, you will notice that why is working as an interrogative pronoun here. But when we use the same WH word in our answer to join 2 sentences, this becomes a relative pronoun which works as a connective, and after this, the rest of the sentence becomes an assertive sentence. In the same way, if you find a yes/no type interrogative sentence in reported speech, that means in inverted commas, you need to use if or whether as your connective. Let's take some examples and understand when to use if and when to use whether. Sunil said to them, "Are you all crazy?" The sentence in inverted commas is in present indefinite tense and shows present state. It is clearly visible that it had started with a helping verb, that is are. Therefore, we will use if as our connective. This is how we will change this direct speech. Sunil asked them if they were all crazy. Look at another example. She says to her mother, "Is Garima coming for dinner or not?" Because of this or not in the question, we will use whether as our connective instead of if. Here's the answer. She asks her mother whether Garima is coming for dinner. If you see the answer carefully, you will notice that we have not included or not in our answer at the end of the sentence. This is because of using the connective whether. Whether itself gives the sense or impression of or not in the sentences. You must also notice that after using the connective, our sentence has become an assertive sentence here. It is no longer a question now. Let's understand what to use for imperative sentences. If you find an imperative sentence in reported speech, make sure that you use to as your connective and first form of the main verb after it. Recognizing these sentences is very easy because they start with first form of the main verb. They can show order, command, request, advice, suggestion, proposal, etc. Let's take an example. I say to my father, please give me 1,000 rupees. This sentence in reported speech shows a request. Therefore, our answer will be, I request my father to give me 1,000 rupees. For your practice, here is another example. Mother said to me, do not touch the ice cream until I return. And the answer is, Mother forbade me to touch the ice cream until she returned. Let's look at the table for one last time. According to English grammar, we use that as our connective if there are exclamatory or optative sentences in reported speech. If you have forgotten about exclamatory sentences, let me remind you quickly. These sentences convey strong emotions or excitement and have an exclamation mark including one-word interjections. They also start with how and what. Unlike these sentences, optative sentences express wish or desire, prayer, curse, etc. These sentences often start with may or wish and sometimes without may. With the help of the following examples, you can easily understand the use of the connective that in exclamatory and optative sentences. I hope you have understood well the concept of using connectives in indirect speech. Make sure to subscribe my channel and ring the bell icon to get notified already when I upload next videos. Other concepts related to direct and indirect will be discussed in my upcoming videos. Hit the like button if this video helped you understand today's subtopic of direct-indirect. Have a great day.